Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to This Just In's WWE 2k24 Universe Mode. We are right now featuring the finale show of the year for NXT, that being NXT Stand and Deliver weekend. We are starting off the first match of Stand and Deliver, this being the stand portion on Saturday night, featuring a ladder match to start us off here tonight. We have an 8-person ladder match to determine who will be the NXT X Division champion to open our show here tonight. And here we see a former X Division champion, Rob Van Dam, making his way down to the ring. RVD, no stranger here to Universe Mode, has been around for quite some time. And what better championship for him to bring home than the X Division championship himself. Rob Van Dam having featured throughout the year here in Universe Mode in NXT, former challenger for the NXT X Division Championship, actually also in a ladder match against Seth Rollins and Mr. JL, Jerry Lynn. We see Rob Van Dam making his way amongst the people here tonight. Again, 8 competitors in this matchup attempting to take away the X Division Championship from the current champion, that being Bad Bunny, who we will see making his entrance in just a minute here. And now introducing to the ring, coming out next, the next opponent that we see here is Mike Santana, a former champion in his own right here in Universe Mode, having won the first ever Battle of Los Angeles here in Universe, and going on to be crowned the first ever PWG champion in Universe Mode. Some former X Division champions include the first ever X Division champion being Matt Riddle, the second one being Jeff Hardy, the third being Umaga, the following being Seth Rollins, who won it in an Elimination Chamber match. Then following that up was Swerve Strickland with the longest championship reign at 203 days. And then we saw last month at the most previous NXT event at NXT No Mercy, we saw Bad Bunny capture that NXT X Division championship from Swerve Strickland, and looking to bring it in here to another title defense. And as I mentioned, the PWG champion, former PWG champion Mike Santana here in Universe Mode. Next we see a former PWG tag team champion in one half of British Strong Style, that being Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate, quite a successful tag team competitor here in Universe Mode, having held the tag team championships in PWG alongside Pete Dunne, as well as holding the NXT tag team championships with his tag team partner Trent Seven on 2 separate occasions here as part of this brand. Not to mention a former Raw tag team champion as well, winning those titles back at WrestleMania a few years ago alongside Trent Seven. We'll see how he fares here tonight in this ladder match, as Tyler Bate looking to cement himself with his first singles championship here in Universe Mode. Some incredible matches that we've seen Tyler Bate in here throughout the years. Never capturing singles championship gold, but at the X Division could be his way to acquire that. And now we see another man who yet to acquire gold here, but onto a hot start, I must say, ever since making his debut in the NXT Rumble 2 months ago. We saw Anthony Bowens making his presence known in that matchup. Ever since then, looking to make his statement here as part of the NXT brand.
This is a man who makes the most of every opportunity, and this is his biggest opportunity ever.
Not only is he challenging for the X Division Championship here tonight, but he actually also got a championship match against Bad Bunny last month at NXT No Mercy. Unsuccessful in doing so, however, impressive enough to land himself here in yet another opportunity for that championship at Stand and Deliver.
A man who calls himself
and coming down to the ring next, someone who has had a difficult time really breaking out of the shadow of his former stablemates previously, I should say, in Universe mode, reaching greater heights than he has here in NXT, unfortunately. Yet another, as I mentioned with Tyler Bate, a former NXT Tag Team Champion. We're looking at yet another former NXT Tag Team Champion here in Universe mode, having held those belts for 77 days alongside his tag team partner Test when they were part of the Safeguard, a group that consisted of Theory, Test, as well as Drew Gulak, who was at the time the North American champion, and Jay White, who was the world champion, who all held the Safeguard over those championship belts for close to 3 months here in Universe mode.
It looks like Theory brought all of his friends in the ring with him tonight. Oh, watch your mouth, Cole. You are looking
now
at
this
the
could be
youngest
Austin
United
Theory's
States
chance to
champion
break out on
and
his
Mr.
own
Money in the
here in
Bank
NXT.
ever. How did that cash in go?
Well, I can't. Well, I don't have that information readily available. Usually the guys
Regardless of how you see it, there is so much talent in this matchup so far that we've already seen come down to the ring in attempts to take that NXT championship, the X Division championship, away from the champion here tonight. Now, next coming out to the ring, a member of the Judgment Day, a faction that has completely dominated the space here in NXT throughout the entire year. We see making his entrance down to the ring now, JD McDonough, part of the Judgment Day. As I mentioned, huge success to the Judgment Day as part of the NXT brand this year. The current NXT Tag Team Champions now, championships that I've mentioned on multiple occasions here, are Eddie Guerrero and Dominic Mysterio, who are a part of this faction. Not to mention, throughout the year, at least up until the Rumble, the NXT United Kingdom champion was Finn Balor, another member of the Judgment Day and the mentor of this man right here, JD McDonough, often referred to as JD McDon'tGoogleMe. Shout outs to Big Kev for that one. Pacing around the ring, this guy, an ominous presence whenever he is around everybody. He's just uncomfortable at the sight of JD. Now you see around the ring starting to really fill up with members of this matchup, and now we see yet another member of the Judgment Day making their entrance down to the ring. Like I said, a faction that's really dominated here in NXT throughout the year. And now a man who had his opportunity to face Gunther last year for the NXT Championship, I should say. Going back to Halloween Havoc, Damian Priest got an attempt to face Gunther for the NXT Championship, the dominating champion, coming up unsuccessful in doing so, but here with another opportunity to bring home the gold to the Judgment Day.
For Priest, the ends justify the means.
And you see the Scott Hall tribute attire, very, very classy by Damian Priest. A man who, despite challenging for the NXT Championship, still yet to acquire championship gold here in Universe mode. Yet another, and that could be the kind of chip on his shoulder that he needs to succeed in a match here like this.
Nobody who can stand in his way.
Now I believe the last contestant coming down to the ring, and yes, it is the current NXT X Division champion, winning that championship back 56 days ago in a match against Swerve Strickland. And we see he is the champion. Of course, the belt being suspended above the ring right now, but a superstar entrance now for Bad Bunny here tonight at NXT Stand and Deliver. Being able to win that championship in such short time here in Universe mode. Sincerely making an impact this year throughout the X Division brand.
A high-risk performer, but he's already reaped the rewards thus far. Bad Bunny's already had major wins at WrestleMania and at Backlash. Looks like we're ready to kick
Now we
this thing
start off the match, and here we see everybody pretty much squaring up. Belly-to-belly overhead suplex from Tyler Bate. Drop kick there from Bad Bunny, and now we see on the outside going for a pump kick was Austin Theory, but it's dodged by Mike Santana. Meanwhile, on the inside of the ring, we see JD McDonough fighting with Bad Bunny, it appears, and now Damian Priest going to look to attempt to perhaps get a ladder involved in this match. DDT from Austin Theory on the outside to Mike Santana, and Anthony Bowens going to introduce the first ladder into this contest. Rob Van Dam looking for a springboard drop kick. Coming up short there. Now Tyler Bate being the one to go after Rob Van Dam, while Bad Bunny positioned in the corner. Drop kick to the back of the head of Austin Theory. Irish Whip taking people to the outside. Now everybody escapes the ring with the exception of Damian Priest. And now, Austin Theory is going to return back to the inside. Double drop kick on the outside. And the 420 from Rob Van Dam and Mike Santana on the outside. Nice collaboration between the two. Tyler Bate now sending the ladder back to the inside. Super kick from Austin Theory on the inside. He now gets taken down by a ladder. Clothesline outside from Anthony Bowens. So many conflicting ideologies in this matchup, really. It kind of brings me back to how sparse the Royal Rumble was this year. Really a contentious crowd of potential winners. Scoop up power slam from Damian Priest. Yeah, there was quite... You could say that the Royal Rumble this year for NXT and probably even for the main roster was really anyone's game to win. In the end, we did see now Rob Van Dam on the outside and rolling through with the You Can't Escape to Mike Santana, following it up with a grounded moonsault now to Austin Theory. And we see Tyler Bate on the outside. It really was anyone's fight to win back at the Rumble, and that's kind of the vibe that we feel here tonight in some sense in a lot of these matchups that we're going to be seeing for the remainder of the evening. A lot of really interesting and exciting matches coming your way as a result of the rest of the show. Of course, on the men's side, we have Joe Hendry, who has won the Royal Rumble, and will go on to face Gunther tonight, and that match being made a triple threat following the match at No Mercy between Bryan Danielson and Powerhouse Hobbs that would lead to create this triple threat match for our main event for the NXT Championship. So we have that still to come later tonight. Now we see a ladder bridge assembled on the outside. Diving crossbody from Mike Santana on the inside. A stomp to the face to follow it up for good measure. Van Dam returning the action back to the inside with McDonough. Now Austin Theory sent to the outside. McDonough now sending Rob Van Dam to the outside. On the outside, speaking of which, we see Tyler Bate with a back suplex to Anthony Bowens. Now Bad Bunny taking the advantage. Springboard DDT there from McDonough. Takes down not only his tag team partner in Damian Priest, who's pissed off now, gets hit with a ladder at the hands of McDonough. It is every man for themselves, but you'd think you'd see a little bit more cooperation at the hands of the Judgment Day here. Van Dam now picking up Mike Santana. Another short-lived alliance here for the Alabama Slam. Now it's Tyler Bate that takes down Van Dam. Bad Bunny, however, getting McDonough down in the corner. Just pandemonium here. Van Dam now leaping over the top rope, slingshot leg drop, and we see, meanwhile, Austin Theory landing Damian Priest on that ladder and then getting hit with a ripcord forearm at the hands of Rob Van Dam, now going for a suicide dive to the outside at the hands of Anthony Bowens. I was meaning to say Van Dam with a dive over the top rope that takes out McDonough, and now we see Bad Bunny looking to retrieve his championship here amongst the chaos. Could be possibly getting away with a potential heist here, trying to steal the championships. Delayed brainbuster there from Tyler Bate, and it's Anthony Bowens who returns to the inside and catches Bad Bunny coming down from the championship belt into a powerbomb that drops him directly on that ladder. Moonsault here from Van Dam. Tyler Bate sending Anthony Bowens over the top rope and outside onto the ladder bridge. Moonsault through the ladder from Tyler Bate that takes down Bowens on the outside. Bate gonna look to follow it up by now sending McDonough onto the apron. And as I was mentioning, a series of exciting matches for the remainder of the two evenings this weekend. We have Jamie Hayter, who is the successful Women's Royal Rumble winner, going to be taking on Jade Cargill for the NXT Women's Championship. Not to mention other matches such as the longtime reigning North American champion Cody Rhodes will be going one-on-one in a bunkhouse brawl with Josh Alexander. Now Mike Santana at the top of the ladder going to be looking to retrieve the championship, but no, Bad Bunny now saving his championship and now catches Santana down into the powerbomb. Bad Bunny narrowly saving his championship there, and a headbutt now from McDonough into the Ireland's Call, or the Devil Inside, I should say, from Jordan Devlin, former JD McDon'tGoogleMe, I should say, hitting his finisher on Tyler Bate right on top of that ladder. Spinning heel kick from Van Dam, but Bad Bunny immediately back up to his feet here. Bunny now with Van Dam in the corner, kicks out the leg, going to be looking for a Panama Sunrise onto the ladders. Devastating move for Van Dam there. Oh, now Santana picks up Bad Bunny for a pile driver of his own. Once more, gonna hit a second pile driver now on Tyler Bate. Damian Priest positioning that ladder in the corner as we see on the outside at the same time. Anthony Bowens setting up a ladder bridge across the barricade now. Santana being sent over the top rope, and now Van Dam meanwhile turning back to go after Tyler Bate with that monkey flip. Springing up to the top, and now a senton from Van Dam through the ladder bridge. McDonough and Priest returning to the inside, going to look to take the advantage on Tyler Bate, finally working together there for just a second here in this matchup. But really not on the same page, it seems like. Flapjack attempt from Priest to Tyler Bate. Bowens on the outside with a delayed DDT to Mike Santana, as now we see a Samoan drop from Damian Priest. Now Priest going after his former friend Bad Bunny, friend turned rival. What is going on there between Tyler Bate and Austin Theory? Some kind of chaos between those two. Moving on, and now Van Dam going to be looking to lift up McDonough for the drop down tiger face implant. Clothesline from Santana takes everybody down around him. Oh, now Damian Priest answers back with a grounded drop kick. Van Dam recovering on the ropes right now, and a lung blower on the outside from Bad Bunny to Tyler Bate. Van Dam looking for that rolling hills off the top. Absolute pandemonium on the inside of the ring right now.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake.
Taking a moment to get the point off
Damian Priest taking down everybody with that move. Springboard elbow drop takes out everybody, following up with an elevated flatliner to his own stable member. And a bell clap to follow that up. Now Priest going to redirect his focus to one of his former friends, Bad Bunny, while Mike Santana has McDonough up for something, but it was reversed as Van Dam now landing that karate kick from the top rope. Now Van Dam could be looking for the 5-star frog splash here if the opportunity calls for it. Tiger driver from McDonough. Now it's Van Dam who takes down Damian Priest. That spinning heel kick. Rob Van Dam now climbing all the way up to the top. Elevated at the top of the ladder, looking for that drop kick all the way down, but unsuccessful in his attempt. Canadian neckbreaker, I think, on the outside from Bowens. And now we see McDonough climbing up to the top of the ladder, climbing up to the top, could be retrieving the championship here, and he does it! JD McDonough wins the NXT X Division Championship from Bad Bunny here in this 8-man ladder match. It was really anyone's match for the taking, but we saw the devil inside there. 5-star frog splash followed it up to Tyler Bate at the hands of Van Dam. Really sealed the fate, at least for Tyler Bate in this match, but McDonough walking away with the X Division Championship and bringing more gold to the Judgment Day. Next up, we have an exhibition women's match here in NXT. First off, coming out to the ring, a woman who has been quite a presence here in Universe mode as a part of the X Division brand, aligning herself with Wendy Choo as part of the Ritual Slumber tag team. Having matches earlier this year, a successful victory at NXT Battleground over the Cowie Girls. Xia Li has been a dominant force here in Universe mode ever since. Tonight she is tasked with being the gatekeeper of the brand as she looks to defend it from the outside force, being a debuting Jordynne Grace, making her first ever appearance here in Universe mode. You see emerging from the dreams of Wendy Choo, the ritual night that she adorns, that she kind of aspires by. This is Wendy Choo's envisioning of what a warrior truly looks like, and we're seeing it here before us, brought to life.
A competitor who is always laser focused on the competition. I expect big things from her tonight.
What kind of terrifying dreams must Wendy Choo be thinking of in order to envision a monster such as this, a dominating force, like I said, throughout the NXT women's division, throughout the course of the year. But now she will have to defend NXT from the debuting star, this being Jordynne Grace, the absolute powerhouse that she is, looking to enter NXT and quickly ascend the ranks. Jordynne Grace, no stranger to a lot of the women here on the NXT roster. Surprisingly not present for the NXT Women's Royal Rumble 2 months ago. Yet this being her first actual match within NXT, you got to think that this is the kind of showcase deserving of someone the talent of Jordynne Grace. And the bell rings. Here we go. Off to a start with these two. A series of strikes from Xia Li, which I would have to say would be her advantage here in this matchup. I think she has the striking advantage by far over Jordynne Grace when it comes to that. Raw power that we see here from Jordynne Grace, lifting her up into a gut-wrench suplex. That is going to play into Jordynne Grace's advantage, the strength that she is able to display. But Xia Li, I would advise sticking to those strike maneuvers. Now we see lifting her up for a backdrop driver there from Grace. She's fired up here tonight and in a good mood. Now sent into the turnbuckle pad is Xia Li. And I mentioned Xia Li being very dominant here throughout the year, but the limitations on that, I must say, is that she has mostly been relegated to tag team action over the course of the year. She's been teaming up with Wendy Choo when it is appropriate. Now fireman's carry into the juice box there from Jordynne Grace. Pinfall attempt and only a 1 count. Xia Li quickly getting out of that and making eye contact on the way back up with Jordynne Grace. Now sent off the ropes is Grace, right into a knee from Xia. But for the most part, Xia performing in tag team matchups with Wendy Choo throughout the course of the year. So as of yet, despite being so dominant, Xia Li really not having quite the same impact when it comes to the singles division here in NXT. But a tremendous win tonight could really prove her capabilities when it comes to that. Spinebuster there from Jordynne Grace following a strike exchange. Pinfall attempt here and only a 2 count. Wendy Choo looking to get involved here. Climbing up on the apron and distracting Jordynne Grace, and it's Xia Li who's able to take the advantage, now sending Grace into the turnbuckle pad there. And face first into the turnbuckle once more at the hands of Xia. Now trapping the leg around the ropes and giving a direct shot. Could be targeting the legs. As someone as powerful as Jordynne Grace, you have to think that a strategy like that would really benefit Xia Li. However, now a spinebuster following it up with a deadlift powerbomb. Just once more showing the strength of Jordynne Grace here. Really something that's hard to contend with. Not only that, now Jordynne Grace springing up to the second rope and following it up with a moonsault, showing that not only is she a powerhouse in her own right, but she also is capable of flying high when the time calls for it. Now a roll up here from Xia. Jordynne Grace was not suspecting it, and now we see Wendy Choo sending a chair into the ring, getting a weapon involved here, and the referee really should start taking some action into that there. Oh, and then a kick from behind, the spinning heel kick to the head. And only a 2 count there for Xia Li off of that roundhouse head kick. Wendy Choo perhaps getting the chair involved in the matchup as a distraction. Now diving karate kick to the outside from Xia. Very dangerous maneuver to be landing like that as such. Coming down from the top all the way to the outside, but successfully nailing it. But as I mentioned, Wendy Choo really wanting to be careful with how she gets herself involved in this match, as we already saw the chair getting involved on, and now on the outside, distracting Jordynne Grace, having a war of words with her almost right now. Xia Li not really sure how to react to this, but successfully being able to catch her breath, which is a very important aspect right now of her being on the outside. Wendy Choo now being the one to send Jordynne Grace back to the inside. Surprisingly, a lack of presence from the referee reprimanding her there. Tour of the Islands from Jordynne Grace, perhaps in respect to a former NXT champion here, being Jeff Cobb, the former NXT champion. Series of clotheslines now, and a diving Stinger splash into the corner, rebounding off of the ropes, and catches Xia Li coming in with that leaping clothesline, and a nip up from Jordynne Grace for her efforts. She is fired up here. Calling for Xia to get back up to her feet here. And prepping to run in for a diving knee strike, but it was countered at the hands of Xia with an uppercut. Now leaping Insiguri at the hands of Jordynne Grace. Gonna follow it up once more with a deadlift. Powerbomb yet again. A maneuver that she's used multiple times to success in this matchup. However, Xia thinking that she's gonna answer back with a spinning roundhouse once more. One, and only a 1 count for Jordynne Grace, despite being hit with that spinning head kick from Xia Li twice in this matchup. Now diving splash almost halfway across the ring there from Xia Li. Very impressive maneuver, taking a move from out of her wheelhouse and using it at a high risk in this contest. You gotta give her credit for that. Reaching into her bag of tricks and trying to break out something new that Jordynne Grace hasn't seen before. Now Jordynne Grace instead answering back with a spine buster. Now Wendy Choo gonna look to get involved. She's heading to the inside of the ring here. Grace now, however, picking her up for a spin out back suplex powerbomb to Wendy Choo. Choo really should not have gotten involved in the business inside the ring. Was looking for the same move there on Xia Li. She flipped out of it, was looking to answer back with a kick of her own.
Absolutely deafening in the building right now.
Now we see the referee admonishing Wendy Choo, telling her to get out of this match, but instead Jordynne Grace hitting that straightjacket German suplex on her on the inside. As Wendy Choo now returning to the outside, acting as if nothing has happened, but the referee has ejected Wendy Choo from ringside area following her distractions. But she is yelling at the crowd. She is yelling at the fans in the front row right now that she is not indeed ejected. Pump kick from Jordynne Grace here in the corner. Now a release back suplex. Wendy Choo is eliminated from this matchup. However, perhaps the referee taking the opportunity to maybe focus his priorities on the match right now, as that might take a bit more of an importance for the time being. Fireman's carry position now for Jordynne Grace has Xia Li on the outside, drops her face first from the fireman's carry across the apron. Gonna send Xia back to the inside, and now Jordynne Grace breaking the count. Enziguri though counters from Xia, returning to the strike-based offense, and now Matt returns, slamming the face of Grace into the canvas. Oh, we see here now from Xia, looking for a spin kick, but it's countered by Jordynne, who now answers back with a spine buster, but no, a rake of the eyes there from Xia Li. Headbutt to the back of the head. Now Xia from the corner could be prepping for something big here. A tornado axe kick Insiguri to the back of the head, and a pinfall attempt here. 1, 2, and 3. Xia Li picking up a massive win over the debuting Jordynne Grace here in Universe mode. But as I mentioned, Xia, the gatekeeper of the NXT Women's Division, not allowing Jordynne Grace to get past her here tonight. And now lastly, in our next part of Stand and Deliver, we have quite the exhibition contest here. Two of the most insufferable celebrities to have graced the WWE Universe in an exhibition match that absolutely nobody wants to see. In fact, I'd be very surprised if any of you stuck around for this, as we see Pat McAfee and his stupid friends coming down to the ring now. A faction that has achieved nothing here in Universe mode over the course of the year, and continues to just be obnoxious and take up space on the roster, quite frankly, that we don't really need. I can't believe I'm saying this, but... Well, I can believe I'm saying this, but Pat McAfee and his stupid friends don't belong in this game one bit. McAfee I get, but the friends is such a waste of a DLC pack. Who wants to play as these guys? Come on, AJ Hawk, is that his name? And I forget, Darius Butler, is that guy's name? And like Boston Connor? Who wants to play as these guys? You know? No one. I don't want to play as them in Madden, and I don't want to play as them in this. No one asked for this. Anyway, Pat McAfee's out here. And next we see coming out to the ring, the only person that could upstage him in the grounds of being an annoying influencer who becomes a wrestler. And that would be Logan Paul, accompanied to the ring by Jake Paul, of course, big surprise. The guy, you know, the guy who got knocked out a couple of weeks ago. And EDP 445, because why not? You know, Logan Paul, he's a YouTuber, and this is kind of the crowd he associates with, you know. It's not the worst thing he's ever done. You know, he's filmed stuff online in a forest that should not have been uploaded and was against people's permission. Not to mention he scammed people on CryptoZoo. Yeah. Overall, just being an obnoxious and shitty person. That'll do it as well. Ruining a hobby, such as Pokemon card training for thousands and thousands of people. And ruining wrestling. Yes, that's it as well. But yeah, EDP 445 seems like exactly the kind of crowd that Logan Paul would associate with, so he's brought him out to the ring here tonight, and we'll see how that goes. And we're off to the start. We're off to the races with this one, as now we see a Three Amigos from Logan Paul going to follow it up with a pinfall attempt here and a quick kick out from Pat McAfee. Oh, and now Pat McAfee's stupid friends getting themselves involved in the action, and a roll up from McAfee off the distraction leads to a less than one. Can't you tell I'm so excited for this match? Although I must say, seeing these two face off against each other, the reason I booked this is because I'd rather see these two face each other than waste one of the other very talented wrestlers on the roster by booking them against one of these guys. Yeah. Logan Paul was in the NXT Rumble this year. He was one of the later entrants in the match and actually came very close to winning at certain points, but fortunately he didn't. Diving crossbody there off the top rope is caught by Pat McAfee, showing a bit of strength there from McAfee. I mean, Logan Paul probably weighs about 1.5 twigs, so not too impressive, but I will say it's not bad. Chop block now from Logan Paul, maintains the advantage, and now strikes to the belly. Snapmare takedown here from McAfee. And it goes without saying that neither of these men have ever held a championship here in Universe Mode. And you know what? I'm going to go as far as to say that neither of them ever will hold a championship in Universe Mode. That was my belief. Now the referee inspecting the turnbuckle pad in the corner now for quite some time, honestly. He's having a difficult time there. Not sure who took that off. That might have been one of Pat McAfee's stupid friends. Like, now a slingshot there from Pat McAfee, bouncing Logan Paul off of the ropes. He's sending him down to the mat. Series of strikes. EDP getting involved. He was up on the apron. Perhaps thinking that he should get himself involved in this, and I think that's probably not a wise idea. And a rewind Rana out of nowhere from Pat McAfee to Logan Paul. Well, yeah, that was a time to use it. EDP now getting himself involved quite a bit by yelling at Pat McAfee, enough to distract him there for Logan Paul to gain the advantage. So, I mean, doing the job for sure. 10 count punches now, one, and only a one punch from McAfee to Paul. He's always the show off for the crowd. Loves a cheap pop. Loves to get himself over. Try an ego thing.
Getting carried, unsure what they're thinking. Oh, watch this, fellas. Driven into the barricade, spine first.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder what championship either of these two men would even really hold here in universe mode. I mean, we don't have like a biggest fraud championship or anything like that. So, I mean, these two would be a shoo-in though for inaugural champions if it came to that. Yeah, series of strikes and a grounded forearm there from Pat McAfee to Logan Paul. Now, oh, he's getting fired up. He's going for a kick. And see ya. Yeah. He's gonna show off a little. Oh, what's that? Oh, he's got an idea. He's gonna go for the pin, but the referee distracted again, probably by his stupid friends who keep taking the turnbuckle pad off. And this time it cost him, you know? McAfee was trying to go for the pinfall. He said, hey, what are you guys doing? He took the pad off. I needed that. Oh, Gamangiri.
And Pat capitalizes there.
And McAfee isn't looking helpless anymore.
Now's a chance for him to get back into this match. He switches it back around. High level of offense on display from Pat. Yeah, McAfee just can't be stopped now. Kicks directly to the chest.
I just don't really have much to say at this point in the match. Can you tell I don't really like these two people? These two human beings? I think they've done... I think they're not entertaining.
To the back of the neck.
Like, I think Logan Paul thinks he has go-away heat. Or he might think he has heat, but he's got like X-Pac heat, where it's like you don't even want him on your screen. But it's like a new level, because like X-Pac isn't even that bad. Well, this is the comparison. Alright, Pat McAfee getting fired up. He's gonna go for a leap to the top rope. Wow. And following that leap, he's gonna go for a huge superplex. Pinfall attempt here, and a kick out.
He just won't give up.
Oh yeah, EDP like that one.
McAfee feeling confident, feeling like he has this in the bag.
Taunting Jake Paul on the outside, saying, I'm gonna beat up your brother. Hey, just check this out. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off the top rope. Yeah, watch out. Diving Hurricane Rana. Oh, what's EDP got coming for him? Oh, he's got a cold red to EDP on the outside. Oh, damn. Oh, and a second Hurricane Rana to Jake Paul. Jake, why'd you come out? Oh, a third Hurricane Rana to Jake Paul. Why are you out here tonight? And EDP already recovered from the code red. He's got big stats. Springboard crossbody to the outside now. And we see Darius Butler getting involved on the ropes. Trying to distract Logan Paul. It's countered though. The waistlock advantage was countered by Logan Paul. Now Pat McAfee shifting the momentum to put his nuts in Paul's face. And now Paul putting his ass in Pat McAfee's face. What are we seeing here right now? This is just diabolical, these two. I think they're having fun with it. Well, we all had to witness that. And we're worse for it. I'd be shocked if any... You realize, like, if you're watching this, you gotta know, like, there's no other matches for this part. Like, you can just go to the next part. Like, you don't have to watch this match. Just because I played this match and had to record the audio for this match does not mean that y'all have to watch this. Like, do you see who's fighting on screen right now? Do you see who's around the ring right now? What the hell? What was that? I did not expect that right then. But Pat McAfee just diving to the outside with a grudge against Jake Paul, clearly. Taking down Jake Paul with a code red. Now taking down EDP with another code red on the outside. Should not be using that move, Pat McAfee, but so be it. Now another distraction here from AJ Hawk. Oh, he took too long. Sidestepped. He was sidestepped by Logan Paul. How embarrassing.
I mean, this is amazing. He is just reeling from that offense. At this stage of the match, they are clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth.
What's Logan Paul doing? Oh my goodness. This is the fourth time that we've taken off the turnbuckle pad in this match. What is going on? Will the referee fall for it once more? Oh, a series of strikes. Oh, they're right in the face. Some more body shots. Powerbomb attempt now, and the alley-oop. Now we see the referee distracted by the turnbuckle pad. Frog splash from the top rope here from Logan Paul to Pat McAfee. But McAfee no-sells it. He's back up to his feet. He's feeling it. He's feeling good. Because wrestling doesn't make sense. Here's the strikes in the corner. No, seriously, go watch another part instead of watching this. You can't be interested in Pat McAfee versus Logan Paul. Please, no, please don't do it. Look, I only put these two on the card because I was like, yeah, if this match was going to happen, and I was booking the show, it would happen in NXT. Because I never want to see either of these two in a main roster match. So you know what? I don't book the show. I don't. A moron who's never had any good ideas with an artillery in his chest. And infatuation with telling people that he likes to suck it. That's who runs the show now. The guy who's never had any good ideas, according to Bret Hart. And you know what? I'm starting to believe it. Because he does stuff like the Logan Paul on the screen every week. Alright. Going up to the top rope, and another Hurricane Rana from Pat McAfee. He's been practicing that move, in case you couldn't tell. He's been practicing. Oh, he's going for the sidewalk slam, but it's countered. And now a stalling suplex from Logan Paul. And he's like, oh, what? Another distraction here from AJ Hawk. And it's going to cost him, because now Pat McAfee is looking for a code red on the inside. 1, 2, No, that move should not have been kicked out of. Not be kicked out of, especially by the likes of you, Logan Paul. Now we see McAfee from the top, diving down with a swanton bomb. 1, 2, no, oh, so close. McAfee's got to be wondering what can he do to put away Logan Paul at this stage of the match. Oh, a foot DDT. What else you got? Oh, right hand of God. Don't tell me. Ah, no, 1 count. McAfee's back. He's back. Unfazed. Logan Paul with a series of punches and a drop kick, and a springboard frog splash to follow that up off of the ropes, and an immediate kick out from McAfee. Nothing will keep this man down. Oh, maybe a punch to the face will keep him down. Not even a punch to the face will keep McAfee down. He's up. He's staying alive.
And I get that Paul thought he had him there, but he really needs to follow up. He can't let
this is real graps right here. This is real graps hours between these two. They're really throwing down. Now McAfee will go for it. Now that he has the full support of the people, he can go for the 10 punches. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, the Hurricane Rana. That has done him wonders in this matchup. Now McAfee from the outside going to look to springboard in with a springboard swanton. Now he's going to follow it up by sending Paul into the ropes. Drop toe hold. Trying to get him into position so that McAfee now from the corner running punch kick. This must be it. 2, 2, 3. Well, the lesser of two evils has prevailed, and Pat McAfee has defeated the evil goblin, clout goblin that is Logan Paul. Which would you prefer, an obnoxious douche or the clout goblin? Leave your comments down below. Anyway, if you're still watching this, God bless you, but you should really go check out the rest of the episodes instead of this. This match is... Note it for me. But I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, take care. Thank you for joining me for Stand Deliver Part 1.